Razak Al-Hassan, who is Director of Communication, Ghana National Association Small Scale Miners. Razak, thank you very much for your time and good morning to you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Good morning, good listeners.
I hope you're well.
Oh, I'm doing well. Yes, I'm stressful. I'm tired.
I can imagine. But first, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? There were reports about you sending a petition to the president. Did you, and what was that petition about?
As an association, I think it was a pressure that we rather made, and then our concern was the way and manner the Galamsey fight. Various securities are going around doing their own thing, claiming they are fighting Galamsey, and we are not seeing any results. So we were proposing that, or we proposed that we should have a coordinated security so that we know that, yes, this is how they are fighting the illegal activities of this mining. But it looks as if everybody have taken advantage, and there are so much extortion in the system. Meanwhile, we are not getting results. So we came out with a pressure just to remind the government and those who matters to make sure that things will be done right.
So you're seeing a lot of task force on the field claiming to be from government or fighting Galamsey?
Yes, you could see since the government came in, I think the Minister of Lands is spearheading the fight against Galamsey. He has his way of doing things. Then came in regional ministers being taken up the mantle, and then we were there. IGP came out, so he also gave an instruction. National Security have also come out with their task force. Party executives, which is NDC executives, constituency, and the regional executives, have also formed their own task forces, and they are saying that they are fighting Galamsey. And then EPA is doing their own thing. Just recently, we saw Mineral Development Fund also going around. So you could not see, or you will not see those who are really fighting it. And then people are seizing excavators. People are doing so many things. Where are they coordinating all these things to make sure that when it comes to accountability, when it comes to how to mobilize, to confiscate these things to the state, where do we stand? Because everybody is doing anyhow. So at the end of the day, we do not have a coordinated system whereby you can say, okay, if this operation is done, this is where it will end. And when it is about prosecution, this is how they are going to do about it. And within that period, we've also learned another thing. There was a conflict of power, because just you imagine an IGP, which the police all are taking instructions from him. An IGP orders the police at a region to go in for an operation. And then the minister, who is the REXTEC chairman, also give a counter instruction. How will the commander, regional commander, how is he going to perform? So it makes the whole thing look very clear. But by God being so good, I think last 2 weeks or last week, the Minister of Land and then Minerals Commission came out with a secretariat that this is where those who will be fighting these illegal activities. So they formed an anti-Galamsey secretariat, whereby we know that, okay, this is how the system will be coordinated. So right now we are saying that all the various task forces should be disbanded and then reformalize them so that we know that they are under that secretariat, and that we know that, yes, when it comes to anything at all, we hold that secretariat responsible.
Well, you are licensed small-scale miners. What they are supposed to be fighting is Galamsey. How do the activities actually affect you?
Thank you, my brother. You see, because they are being started, and some of them, they take advantage with utterances that politicians make. and they go around doing their own thing. You see, the minister came out at his first decision. That is why sometimes we have challenges. Sometimes when politicians are coming out to say things, they should also be mindful that people can take advantage of. The minister came out and then said all community mining licenses have been what? Revoked. And then he also said those who had licenses after December 7th to be held on, he has formed a committee to audit them. These two things that the minister said give people an advantage to go and be doing their own thing, extorting money and saying this. People go to various mining areas. People who are having licenses, they tell them that we are not coming to look into your licenses because the minister said, yes, revoked all licenses for small-scale miners. And we don't know where that thing is coming from. So it has taken advantage to be harassing even licensed small-scale miners. That is why we are seeing all these things. If not, if you come and then you want to follow due process, you are a task force. Yes, you come to a site, you request for the person's license, you see the methodology that he's working. What is your business? But when you come and you tell him that, oh, I don't care about licenses because minister said he has revoked all small-scale mining licenses. When minister say that to you, and people are using that to be harassing people and doing so many things.
And you're saying this, that it does not end there. It's not only with harassment, but you said it goes as far as extortion?
That's what I'm saying. There has not been extortion which is going on. This thing that is, all of them, if this group that I've mentioned, if really they were doing the right thing, do you think we'll be talking about Galamsey again? They go around doing their own thing, extorting money, and then they are doing. We are still where we are, because at the end of the day, all the people who went for this or who are going around claiming they are fighting Galamsey, they should come and account the number of excavators and things that equipment that they seized, and then let us know where they seized them, how they seized them, and where they kept them, because many of them go in there just to do their own thing, and then take whatever they want to take, and then they go back and but then they will find a way, maybe 2, 3, 1 week, and then they've even formed some cartel. I don't know whether it's a cartel. This group will come today, a different unit will come the following 3 days, another unit. So all of a sudden you will not see one unit coming after all this thing. So they change, they do interchangeable things, and then they are doing so many things which is very bad, and it's punishing the government's image. So if the government have formed a secretariat, we are pleading that everybody should channel their business to that, so that at the end of the day, the leader or the commander who is in charge of that secretariat must be accountable to whatever is going on.
I see. And you're saying that despite all this task force, they've not been able to achieve any results when it comes to people who are actually doing the mining illegally.
I will not say it. My brother, look at the way and manner the Ghanaian community are complaining about illegalities which is going on. So if they were doing something good, will we be complaining again? Because the minister, for instance, who is in charge of lands and natural resources, they've come out with a roadmap. By this blue water gas thing, they've started their processes. Now they've formed a secretariat led by a military colonel who is leading it. Fine. They also have the way of handling their own thing. So what is all this thing about this party executives also forming their task forces? What is MDF also doing with task forces going around just to show off or what? What is national security going around to be seizing people at the things unnecessarily and then creating chaos and creating so many things? So at the end of the day, if we all know that, yes, this is the procedure, and then this is the process, this is the coordinated aspect of it, so that we know that, okay, when it comes to Ashanti region, this is how it's being coordinated. When it gets to what is in the Western, this is how it's being coordinated. So at the end of the day, all of them will then report to the headquarters. Fine, we don't have any problem. That is why since this party came in, we ask our own task force to be on standby because we don't want to mingle with this thing because the whole thing is milkier. So that you don't know what you go to do the right thing, and then people will train you up and say that you people are creating confusion. So we drew them, and even our monitoring team, we asked them to wait because the whole system looks milkier, and we don't want to cause any this. We don't want people to use us as a scapegoat. So because of that, we withdrew and we are watching, and we are though not watching as such, but we are giving advices to the ministry. Because all these things that we said, we've also putting it across to them, and we've told them that ABCD. Because you just imagine that we are having two things at hand here, and we need to look at the balance. One, we need gold to sell to government, which is gold board, which is the small-scale mining sector, is selling this gold 100% to gold board. So we need gold to salvage the economy of the country. And we have the illegalities too, which is also creating confusion. So if all these things are being, we need to weigh them and see how best we can work together and move. And if these task forces are there harassing legitimate small-scale miners, how is Gold Board going to what? Ski with the gold that they want to buy? So we need to look at all these balances and then make sure that we will do the right thing and stop people taking advantage all in the name of a chairman or a party executive, all in the name of, I'm a national security, where we don't even know where they've gotten the national security identity from. You see, because we need to formalize things. We need to train people to be more cautious. We need to let people understand that this sector that you are going, you need to understand it before even going. I can tell you, I've met some people who claim to be national security operatives, and they didn't know the difference between lancers and indenture. They went and see somebody's confession, start some people from a mining area, and then they were claiming that, the person who asked them to come and sack them have an indenture. So I told them, my brother, this is the mistake all of us are making. Indenture is different from a mining license. So we are talking of minerals here. We are not talking of landowners. Then he was standing there looking at it. So we need to do proper education for people to understand the businesses or the operations that they are doing. But if things are being coordinated, I don't think things of this sort. Because right now, the institutions like Minerals Commission, EPA, what, Minerals Commissions are pulled back because they are issuing these licenses. So if you sideline them and you go around, you are doing your own thing. At the end of the day, you will do something which will come and then hit the government back.
I see. Very interesting. You said there were task force from regional ministers had formed their own task force, IGP had formed their own task force, party executives, the ministry had theirs, EPA, MDF. Since the secretariat was set up, have you seen this task force still on the field operating?
My brother, I'm not saying it. You were in this country. You heard what is the name? The IGP giving out instruction that his police should go in after the illegal miners. Regional ministers, you heard it. So I'm not saying it is what is there. That I'm telling you. But the secretariat has just been inaugurated by the minister, the sector minister, which is the Interior, Defense, and then the Land and Natural Resources. I think it's not even up to 2 weeks. So for now, still, those people are still moving around. But I know with a plea, we pleaded with government and they've come out with it. And I know they will bring them all to a coordinated or to be in a more formidable and then coordinated form. So for now, some of them, you can't just get it once and they've inaugurated it. At least people will still go around to do their own thing. But I'm sure they will bring them all online to make sure that they do the right thing. So, but if not, they are still around. Many of them are still going around doing those things. But I know, because even today, was it today or yesterday, I learned some people that have come out that they are national security, government have now given them uniforms, and then they will be fighting illegal miners. So I don't know whether they are from the secretariat, because the uniform they were wearing, if you see those uniforms, as if they are policemen. You see, saying that they are for national security, so they are coming to be fighting illegal miners. So those people, where are they coming from? Is it through the national security proper, or they have also created their own decision to be harassing people? So all these things, in as much as we want to fight illegal activities, we shouldn't bring illegal people to come and do more illegalities than what we are experiencing already.
Okay. In the meantime, I guess you've heard the president say that they are streamlining these activities.
That is exactly what I'm saying. That is what we are all praying for.
That they do. Okay.
We present with government that they should streamline it so that we know that this is what, this is the procedure, this is the processes. So that at the end of the day, those who are doing legitimate work they will not be harassing them, and then we'll make sure that the illegal ones will all come on board. It's not even the president alone. We all come on board and see to it that we will take the illegal ones out of the system and let the legal ones do their work and do it properly.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Abdul Razak Al-Hassan is Director of Communications, Small Scale Miners Association. Join us on the line. SM.
Yo. Kunlunga Limited for the Druabiaba, Nampacho Druno, a Memankutu, Edia Bema Waimro, Onum Sadruna Bitmi, Abwa Palm.